have a number of proposed thesis resolution statements. What do you think, Michael Stewart?
I think that I would like to know your name.
I think I'd like to know whether you'd like to debate, because yesterday you said you didn't want to debate. Today you also don't want to debate. It's pretty clear.
No.
I'm interested in exchange of ideas. I know.
Well, you can't.
I'm interested in ideas. I'm interested in ideas.
Tell me your name, right?
No, I get it. Well, actually, ideas are separate from names, aren't they?
Well,
aren't ideas separate from names?
Courtesy.
But you're not courteous. You're not a
courtesy,
courteous.
right?
You're a mocker and a blasphemer.
I am both of those things.
Yes, you are. You're a very rude person, very mean person.
Yes.
You're a very hateful person as well. Very hateful, very brutal, very obscene, very profane, very sinful, very hell-filled, very diabolical, also very idiotic, moronic, foolish, wicked, stupid, airheaded, blockheaded, dumb, brutish, bestial, junkie, animalistic.
Yeah.
So all of those things.
You're brutal.
Yeah. What's that?
Are you a writer?
Man, this is a great. You guys got great questions. I think would be even better as a debate. What do you think, Michael?
I would like to know
Should
your
we
name.
debate it? Should we debate it?
I would like to know your name.
I'd like to know your ideas, Michael.
Well, would you
tell me your ideas,
Come
Michael.
on.
Tell me your ideas.
Come on.
Tell me your ideas, Michael. Come on.
You've got at least
tell me your
7
ideas.
Satanists on
You've
here
got
who
at least
can
7
hear-
ideas you can share.
You can share the
Share
word
an idea.
of the Lord
Share
right
an idea.
now.
No, share an idea.
Share the word of the Lord
Okay.
right now. To
The
all
word of the
sinners
Lord declares
watching,
your
all
need.
the bestial
Sure.
dirt bags on here.
Well,
Please
they're not
let
all
us
maybe
know.
as dirtbaggy as you.
Oh, well, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I'm the king dirtbag.
But the thing is, it doesn't matter how dirtbaggy we are, we all deserve hell. And hell will not be a place of amusement. It'll be a place of torment, isolation, loss, despair, grief with no consolation, no rest, no fun. Nobody to mock except yourself.
Yeah, it sounds
You're going to
like
hate
my
yourself for eternity.
mother-in-law's house.
And you're going to be consumed by that for all eternity. You should fear it's your creator who will have made it
I
for
don't
you and
have
put
any
you in
fear.
there.
No.
Well, you
I
should.
would
You should
like to
fear
know your
hell.
name, though.
And Jesus Christ is going to send you there. Your knee's going to bow in humiliation.
I know Jesus'
Yeah, Jesus
name.
Christ
What's
is
your
going to
name?
send you there in humiliation. You're going to rot there in eternity, and it's going to be a terrible thing for you. I think
Hey,
we ought
folks,
to tell you
everybody
what
listen
though.
in. This
What if
is
we
it.
debated
If you're
that
asking
idea?
why I come out here
We
and
could
why
debate that
I do
idea.
what I do, take a look at this face. This is why I do it.
What?
This is more than I could ever ask for.
Hey, turn to
partner,
Jesus
even
Christ, folks.
without your name.
This guy won't
Because
debate the
it shows
justifiability of
out
abortion.
all those
He won't
things I
debate the
am,
justifiability of
out
Jesus'
of all
gospel.
those things
He
I
won't
am,
debate whether
the
God
king
exists.
dirtbag,
He won't debate
you know
whether
what
it's
I'm
okay
not?
to give
Do you know what
dissenting
I'm not?
literature
I'm
to
not a
children.
fucking
He loves
coward.
indoctrination.
I'm not a
He likes
coward.
indoctrinating children.
That's what I'm
He's a
not.
statist.
I'm
He
not a
worships the United
coward
States of America.
like you,
He
sir.
worships Satan, the
You're
loser.
A coward. You'll come
He
out
worships
here
a moron.
with your fucking bullhorn.
Oh, this is just in
and
case
you'll
I
come
needed
out
to
in public
overcome,
and you
like,
won't
some
even
speaker
let
or
people
whatever.
Know who your name is
No,
or
it's
what
okay. It's
your
because you're a
church
violent
is.
person and a wicked man.
Oh,
You don't deserve a name. But what we could do is debate ideas. Why don't you want ideas?
No,
Why don't you want to debate ideas?
Let me just know your name, then sure, I'll
Let's
have a
tell you
debate
what.
with
Let's
you.
debate ideas.
I'm
Debate
not gonna
first.
debate someone I
Debate.
don't know their name.
Yeah, you will. Debate
No, I
first.
won't.
Debate first.
No.
You don't
I'm
want to
not
debate
here
first?
Debate you. What I tell you yesterday.
Well, I'm not. Well, I am
I'm
here to
not
debate you, though,
debate
Michael.
you.
Hold on.
What am I
Hold
here
on.
to
Say
do?
it again.
What
Say it
am I
again.
here to
Are
do,
you here
buddy?
to debate and
Let's
see
say it
whether you've
together.
got the right idea?
I'm here to oppose you.
I know. It's because you're a fool.
I'm here.
It's because you're a
to
fool, Michael.
oppose you.
It's because you're a fool, Michael. You
Uh-huh.
don't love the truth. You
No,
love lies.
I don't like your truth.
You love being
at
idiocy.
all.
No, it's not my truth. There's
Yeah.
just truth.
No, there's not.
Yeah,
no,
there
there's
is.
not. It's all subjective.
Did you just say
And you're full of
truth?
shit.
Is that subjective? Oh,
Everything's
you're debating.
subjective.
Whoa, slow down. You're debating.
Everything's subjective.
Is that subjective?
Subjectivity? Is it subjective?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, is it subjectively true to say that everything is subjective?
Speak plainly.
Is it subjectively true
Okay,
that
say it a
everything
little
is
more.
subjective?
Give us a little pushy face
Is it
when you do it.
subjectively true? No, I was trying to say slow because you're obviously an airhead.
No.
Is it
no.
subjectively true that everything is subjective,
You
Michael?
know what's subjective?
No, answer the question first. Hold up.
Those
Yeah, I
fucking-
know. I get it, dude. You ran off. You're running away from the question because
No,
you're
I'm
a
not here
coward.
to debate you.
You're a coward.
Hey, what's your
I
name?
know. You're a coward.
What's your
You don't love
name?
the truth, coward. You don't love the truth,
What's
coward.
your name?
I can't hear you,
coward?
coward. Hey,
What's
love the
your
truth, coward.
name?
Love the truth.
Pussy.
Love the truth.
Coward.
Love the truth.
Religion.
Love
You
the
can't
truth.
even
Love the
stand
truth.
up for
Do you-
Jesus.
man.
You're
Let me
such
ask
a
you this.
coward,
I already
won't
gave
even
you
do
my-
it for
my
So
Christ.
name.
the
I gave you
fact,
my name.
I got you. No, but I
Yes,
explained
no,
already
what's
that
your
I'm
name?
here for debates, not for names.
The debate is where's your
You're a
name? We
fucking
No, that's not the
know
debate. The
your
debate
name.
is the ideas. You didn't
You're a
come out here
coward.
because
Your
people
name.
were spreading their
You're
names
a
around.
coward.
Your name.
Yeah.
You're a
Did
coward.
you-
I come
Do you care about truth? What about
and
truth?
You know what? You can
This isn't barely a
the truth
conversation.
is
Do you care
that
about truth?
You won't actually even say your name.
I got it.
You
I got it.
can't admit who you are.
Why? Now, why is that?
Who are
Why?
you?
Why did I say
Because
that I
you're
wouldn't
a
give my
coward?
name? That's not why. I didn't.
Well,
I
then
didn't say
say
that.
your name.
No,
Stop
I have reasons not to.
running around.
What is the idea?
Oh, what? What reasons?
Why
What
will I
reasons
not
do you
give
have
him my
not-
name?
How is it that
Why?
Catholics
I already said it.
Nazi
Now, do you remember?
That's crazy to me.
Do you remember what I said?
Not all this descriptive words you're using. No,
yeah, I know.
Like to rant.
I use a little bit of words that maybe escape you because they have like 3 syllables, my friend. But you think that you have the right of it?
Do you know your father because we know a guy named Trey that you are just so fucking like he...
What are you talking about, man? I'm here to talk about debates of ideas. He came out to a debate. We're trying to spread ideas. You come out to oppose ideas. And so... You haven't even heard our arguments because you won't listen to debate. What's the argument then? What's the argument, Brian? What's the argument, Brian? What?
Your pride looking good for
Didn't have anything. No. That's not the argument. You don't get to make up my argument. You got to listen first. That's how it works. That's why in debates, one guy listens. No, not names. No. Ideas. Ideas, Michael. Ideas, not names. Ideas from anybody. Doesn't matter what the idea is. Let me ask you this. Do you know what the genetic fallacy is? Do you know what the genetic fallacy is?
Do I know that you can't give me your name? And
you don't know. Let me educate you. The genetic fallacy is a logical fallacy. It's an informal logical fallacy, and what it has to do with is this. You don't know what a fallacy is, do you?
Did I say yes? Did I say no? I'm waiting
for your name. What is it? I got you. What's the genetic fallacy, Brian? What's the genetic fallacy, Brian? Hey, what's the genetic fallacy, Michael? He doesn't know. Do you know? What's the genetic fallacy, Michael? What's the genetic fallacy, Michael? What's the genetic fallacy, Michael?
What's your name?
Genetic fallacy. What's the genetic fallacy? What's going on? What's the genetic fallacy, Michael?
What's your name, coward?
What's the genetic fallacy?
What's your name?
What's the genetic fallacy?
He wants to debate, but he won't even tell me his name.
Well, yeah, I do want to debate. Will you debate?
What's your name?
What's the genetic fallacy?
Tell me your name.
Tell me the genetic fallacy first. I'll explain that. The genetic fallacy will explain why I'm not interested in telling you your name.
Glad to engage.
What's the genetic? No, you won't. You didn't debate yesterday.
Yeah, you didn't tell me your name yesterday.
Well, actually, no, that's true. I didn't. But the thing is, that was only after you had been, really rude and actually kind of threatening.
Yeah. Threatening. Yeah. I'm threatening.
Yeah,
you guys
threatening.
Are out here chasing down cars.
What
kind of crazy?
Yeah,
no, you can say it, but it's on this video.
Dude.
Everybody's watching it. We just
is that a problem? Is that a moral problem? To make people cry?
Well, you're talking about aggressive. You're talking about aggressive. We're not talking about morals.
No, we're just trying to spread information.
And I'm
you are very aggressive.
We are very aggressive.
You're very aggressive. Yeah,
you are
absolutely. Well, we are trying to. Jesus Christ demands a response.
What's your name, buddy?
Yeah,
what's the genetic fallacy, Michael? What's the genetic fallacy? Genetic. Okay, everybody, look up genetic. Go to Google.
What you're doing.
Open a new tab in Google and look at genetic. Genetic is the first word. The second word is fallacy. Fallacy.
Where can we go to look up
genetic
your name?
fallacy? Genetic fallacy.
I mean,
you could go
this
to.
Is how old I am.
You could go to whatismyfallacy.org. Whatismyfallacy.org.
What is my
go to that. And then go to and then look up genetic there. So what is myfallacy.org? And then look up genetic. Okay. So look up the genetic fallacy. The genetic fallacy, everybody, has to do. Is he still live streaming, by the way?
Yes.
Okay, so the genetic fallacy has to do with the fact that an argument's truth or falsehood has nothing to do with the person who offers it, the source of the argument. So the idea is what matters, not the source of the argument. You weren't listening, Michael, but maybe other people were. So the genetic fallacy. Yeah, I got you. No, well, maybe other people will. So the genetic fallacy has to do with if you say that an argument is invalid because of its source, that's the genetic fallacy.
Okay.
So you saying that you won't debate unless I give you my name would be an example of preemptively saying that my argument is necessarily bad because you don't know the source.
Shit, him and Trey need to be
genetic fallacy.
They need to be like
Trey sounds like a great guy.
Yeah.
Trey sounds like a great guy. He sounds like a good guy to know.
He's not a big fan of ours.
Okay. Yeah, I got you. No, I love you guys.
Neither is his landlord.
Yeah,
you know what we do? We show up at your job.
Well, I know that you're horrible
people.
I know.
Church,
oh yeah, that's fine.
And
whatever.
We kick out the
you actually should show up at church. That'd be fun.
So
I like it when you show up at
what's
church.
Your church.
Yeah, no, please
tell
show
me.
up at
I
church.
Show up
just
your
pick
church.
one. Pick one and show up.
No. I
it's a
come
good
to
chance you'll
church.
find me. No, it's great.
You're the
I'm
guy
at different churches
everything.
all the time.
Tell me what
It'd be
you're
fantastic.
Tell me what. Come on, bro.
Genetic fallacy.
Concerts louder
genetic
than
fallacy.
That,
well, good for you, Michael. So genetic fallacy.
You were so lucky.
Genetic fallacy. Anyway, look it up. The source of the argument doesn't matter. All right, off you go. Off you go. Remember, guys, do not debate Christians. You'll lose. That's why you got to keep it up. But you don't even know what to debate. You don't even know what a debate is.
What's your name?
You don't even know how to exchange ideas.
Exactly.
You don't even know that ideas don't matter about names. You don't know anything like that, man.
Then why did you use
You are
his
such a
name like
foolish man.
Why
Well, because
did you use his name?
Oh, to turn it back on him because he's so obsessed with names. I know why he wants to obsess with names. It's because he wants to go intimidate people because he doesn't care about arguments. He only cares about force and power, which is foolish because you guys serve a loser. Satan is a loser. Anyway, have a nice day. I've got a question, Brian. You guys appealed earlier to the fact, well, no, just worry about ideas, Brian. Worry about ideas, Brian. Ideas. Genetic fallacy, Brian. Genetic fallacy. Do you care about logical fallacies, yes or no? Do you care about logical fallacies? Should we reason logically? Should we reason logically? Should we? Ask yourself the question, why am I unwilling to reason logically? Ask yourself that. Why is the Christian guy wanting to reason logically, whereas the Satanists who claim that they've got the truth or whatever, they came out to oppose? Are you not a Satanist? Sorry. Are you a Satanist? What's your name, by the way? Would you be willing to share? You don't have to.
I'm here for the violence, buddy.
Okay. That's why.
I'm here to make sure that you don't step out of line.
Don't you worry about that, my friend. I don't step out of line. Even when intimidated by, people with creative facial art.
I appreciate it.
It's absolutely creative. And old Michael, who likes to aggress on people, it's all good. We just give literature to people and try to share the truth of Jesus Christ with people.
You give literature to people who want to.
I do. Do you understand that?
When they walk by and you shove it in their
offer
face.
It. That's not what we do. That's nonsense. We offer it to them like this. Nobody shoves it in people's face.
An underage
Why?
Girl
Why was she crying? Why?
Because she was assaulted. Well,
no, she wasn't. She wasn't assaulted. That's a bunch of nonsense. Try telling the truth, my friend. You'll love it. It's very addictive. Telling the truth. It's great. I love it. You should try. You should give it a shot.
Did you not just hear me correct myself?
Okay. Well, I congratulate you.
Well, then listen.
You didn't correct him all those times, but cool. Whatever. Anyway, go ahead.
I'm not talking for him.
Okay, I hear you.
I'm speaking for me.
Go for it.
Dude.
So the girl who walked by, we were talking about whether she was aggressed and like shoved in her face and stuff.
She was walking by. He walked up. He handed it to her. Right? She didn't know what it was. She started looking at it, and he started going into his dead baby spiel. No problem. And then I asked her. I was like, "Do you want to leave this situation?" She was like, "Yes." So I walked her around the corner, and she broke down in tears, man.
Okay.
Why? Why do you need to shove it in people's faces?
I just don't think that we're shoving it in people's faces. We offered it to her, she took it, and it touched her heart. It touched her heart, didn't it?
That is not.
Why did she cry?
Fucking scared.
What was she scared of?
Fucking people approaching her out of fucking nowhere. She's just trying to walk down the street.
Bro, are you aware this is America where the First Amendment protects leafleting?
Absolutely.
Good. Glad to know that. So, she is in a position to know that you might be in a sidewalk, a public sidewalk, where somebody might talk to you or say hello, or even hand you a leaflet.
I agree wholeheartedly.
How is it an act of aggression to hand somebody a leaflet? Tell me that.
Well, if somebody approaches you aggressively, as he did, so, I'm sorry, but when he's coming at you with the flyer and shoving it in your face, that's aggression.
You're not shoving it in my face right now. You're shoving it near collarbone height. That's not near the face. How is she supposed to take it with her mouth if he shoves it in the face? That's stupid. You give it to somebody at hand level, which is probably what he did, and you're mischaracterizing it by saying that he shoved it in her face. It's a bunch of nonsense, man. Try to tell the truth. You might find it really attractive and fun. Yeah, stop yelling at them, okay? You can yell at me though, Michael. Michael, yell at me. Yell at me, Michael. Yell at me. Yell at me, Michael. Don't touch me. Yell at me, Michael. Michael, yell at me. Yell at me. Okay, I hear you, man. I hear you, man.
I'd like to keep things civil.
Okay. Hey, tell him that he needs to stop leaning at her if you want to keep things civil. That's not okay. Do you feel aggressed right now? Is your space being invaded?
Get out of her fucking face! No.
Wait, who is she with? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought she was an abolitionist for a moment. I'm a dork. I thought she was an abolitionist. My mistake. The lady in the black shirt with the red writing. Oops. Boy, do I feel sheepish. Because, like, Michael's all, like, taking her aside and getting in her space. I'm like, are you okay? Oh, wait a minute. And then she yelled the F word. And I was like, oh! Few abolitionist women drop F words indiscriminately. Very few of them. What's up, folks?
You're not, that's not who you are. I talked to you.
Did you change your mind about wanting to debate, Michael? No, of course not. You don't like debating. You don't like debating.
You can totally pick on me all
you don't like debating. I know. I know you don't love truth. You don't love truth. You don't like reasoned argumentation. You just like to you're just a bigot, basically. You're here to share your bigotry against other people, and it's fine, whatever.
Stewart here back with the grotto again. Here we are.
King Bigot, Michael Stewart. He's a bigot because he doesn't like to listen to other points of view. If you listen to other points of view, then what you do is you end up debating the merits on the merits of the argument. Actually, you came out here to pick on us,
how
so
about
it's
you
all
pick
good.
on me now?
Well, we already did. We already did. That's a great question too.
Are you from here?
All these are good questions, but they're not as good as what I'd like to debate.
What's your fucking name?
Because none of that is interesting to me. What's interesting is the debate of ideas.
You want to go ahead?
The ideas. Let's talk about the merits of
like
the ideas, guys. Let's talk about the merits of the ideas. Merits of the ideas. This is the 50th time I've asked you to debate.
I'm right here right now.
51st time. Please debate. Let's debate the merits of the argument. Let's debate it.
No, you want to debate now because a minute ago you wanted to be aggressive and chase these young ladies around.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Right, so I had to
what
clear
young ladies are you talking about?
And then I brought somebody over here with me that can also help.
What are you talking about?
You're
making stuff up again.
No,
you make stuff up all the time, Michael. You're such a liar.
No.
What young lady did I chase around? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Michael?
You're a misogynist.
What are you talking about?
Gross motherfucker.
You're a bigot and an airhead. What are you talking about?
What's your name,
Michael?
bitch?
What are you talking about? What's your
What's
argument,
your
Michael?
fucking
What's your
name,
argument,
bitch?
Michael? Let's
You
talk about
fucking
fallacies.
coward piece
Let's talk
of
about
shit.
fallacies, Michael.
This is why your God was such a pussy and died on that cross.
Your God's a loser, man. He's gonna be cast into hell
God
forever.
Was a fucking pussy.
He did that on purpose.
He
did that on purpose to save sinners like me and like you.
Yep.
Jesus Christ
Like
can forgive
pussy.
you too.
Like a
Jesus Christ died deliberately to save sinners,
Like
even
a
though he didn't have to.
pussy.
He could have called 12 legions of
I
angels
love how you're all
to
calm
destroy the Roman army if he
now
wanted
that
to.
You're on fucking camera, you fucking coward.
What are you talking about?
You fucking
This camera's
coward.
been rolling the
You
whole
just
time.
ran
This is going to go
across
on my
the street
YouTube
to
page.
fucking start shit. Yeah,
no, I
that's
went over there.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to the Grotto Show. Thanks for fucking tuning in. Mike Stewart. I'm glad you're here.
Michael Stewart.
Guess what?
S-T-E-W.
Wherever you fucking Christian fascists are, you're going to see this fucking face. You see this face? This is the face of fucking Satan.
You might
Remember
be dead tomorrow.
that shit,
you don't
you
know,
fucking
Michael.
bitch.
God might
Remember
kill you
that
tomorrow.
shit.
You have no idea, man.
Yeah,
you
know
took the
what?
vaccine. You can drop dead tonight, my friend.
God's been trying to kill me for 40 years.
Nah,
he
he hasn't
ain't
been
done
trying.
it yet.
He hasn't been trying. Come on.
He ain't fucking done it
You don't know whether he's been trying to kill you.
It.
Of course he
so,
hasn't.
I mean, that's fucking aggressive bullshit, too. Talking about God killing me and shit.
Okay, you're one to talk about what's aggressive.
Yeah, that's right.
Called hypocrisy.
I'm here.
Yeah, that's called hypocrisy.
I'm right here in front of you. I'm addressing it. What's your fucking name?
Let's debate it
what
first.
Church
Let's
do you
debate.
go to?
Let's
How about
debate.
any of you ladies?
Let's debate ideas. Let's debate ideas. Debate ideas, Michael.
Anybody want to say who they are or what church they come from?
How about ideas, Michael? How about ideas?
How about
Can we talk about ideas?
Question, you fucking coward.
How about we talk about ideas,
Nobody
Michael?
wants to hear
How
your
about you answer the debate
fascist
challenge?
ideas.
No
one
bet
wants
somebody
to hear
wants
your
to.
bullshit
Come on,
fascist
somebody on the
ideas.
channel comment.
Nobody.
And say at least you'd like to hear the debate. What would Michael respond to a serious
you want to
Christian?
Run around and act like
How
a
would
big
Michael respond
dude.
to a serious Christian?
You want to act like
how
a big
How would he
fucking
know?
man.
How does he know
and
he's
as soon
right,
as the
friends?
camera comes
How
up,
does he
all
know
of a
he's
sudden
right,
you're a
friends?
fucking
Ask
Jesus
yourself,
fucking
how
nut
does
again.
Michael know?
Go fuck yourself.
What are you talking about? I've been
You
acting the
fucking
same this whole
coward.
time.
What, you know what you haven't been saying?
What?
Your fucking name or your church, you fucking
No, that's exactly
coward.
right, and I gave you reasons for that. What were the reasons, Michael? What were the reasons? What were the reasons I gave?
Coward.
That's not what I said.
My name is Michael
That's
Stewart.
your suggestion.
I'm from Kansas
Yeah,
City.
I get it.
I run an organization called the Satanic Grotto.
Good
It
for
is
you.
my church. It is a non-profit registered with the state of Kansas.
That's hilarious.
You can look me up. You can find me anywhere.
Your
You can find
church
me on
registered with the
Facebook,
state?
YouTube, all of it.
You asked the state to exist?
Yes.
You're like, oh,
did.
Granddaddy State,
Yep.
please allow us to exist.
You know why I
And
did?
then you put on airs that you're
Because
such a big
Christians
self-sufficient
like you
person.
take advantage of the same law, and I will not put
I
down
disagree
a
with that
weapon.
law. I think it's ridiculous. I don't think churches should be doing that.
Well, yeah, but AIM's fucking the extremist of the extremists. Like, you don't get to be an AIM member.
You heard it here first,
unless
friends.
you're the extremist.
I don't think there's members of AIM, my friend.
Oh yeah. You know what the fuck
There's
I
participants.
mean. So it's a lot like
It's like Christian fellowship.
Antifa?
It's like Christians.
It's a lot like Antifa.
I have no idea about Antifa. Antifa's mostly federal agents
right? It's
anyway.
like a leaderless agency, right?
Yeah, no, more like a federal
anyone
agency.
can just say they're Antifa,
Federal agency.
right? So anyone can say
Probably,
they're AIM.
probably, especially
So all the,
FBI
like,
agents. Especially FBI
pedophiles
agents
and
can
shit
say
like
that.
that probably
Yeah,
say
exactly.
it too. Yeah.
Exactly. No, I get
Yeah.
that. No, that's totally. Like we at least came together on that idea. Oh, you agreed on an idea. That's weird. Why do you like some ideas but
What's
not
your
others,
fucking
Michael?
name?
What's your idea?
What's your name,
Let's
partner?
debate it, Michael.
I've asked you 100 times.
And I've
You
asked
tell
you
me
to
your
debate
name,
101
I'll
times.
fucking debate
101
you.
times. No, you
I
won't.
like that you
debate
finally
first.
fucking calmed down.
Let's debate first.
Even if those cactuses
What are you
make
talking
look
about?
Like a douche.
What are you talking
Fuck,
about? Calm
man.
down.
You probably need to get some of that fucking chapstick on too. Your lips look rough.
Yeah,
on
I'm getting it.
fucking
I'm getting it, man. I'm getting it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Me too, man.
Hey,
It's
let's
that
debate
adrenaline
ideas.
rush. You
Let's
know,
debate
when you're
ideas.
face to face with another asshole who doesn't give a shit, right? Like there's that
It's
adrenaline rush.
grievous,
Dries
man.
out your mouth,
It's
gets your
grievous.
palms all sweaty.
I've been doing
gets you
this
a little
12 years. It's not that
shaky.
bad.
Yeah?
No, I've
it's
faced
like
down
a
worse than
fucking
you.
drug to
You know
me,
what's
dude.
actually worse?
It's like a fucking drug.
I'll tell you
it
what's
so
worse
much.
than like trying to deal with you.
What's
is
that?
going
What's
to
that?
high schools.
Trying to fuck your ugly wife?
Going to high schools, man. Going to high schools. Trying to go to high schools and like interact with students who are supposed to be there for learning and education and all that kind of stuff.
What are you doing there when
and
you
trying
do
to
that?
invite them into conversation
What
and
do you
share the
do?
truth. I'm telling you, but you
Okay.
keep interrupting me.
All right, no.
I invite them into conversation and I invite them to open their
Conversation
minds
about what?
about Jesus and his lordship and about abortion and whatnot.
There we go.
Yeah.
And what do you hand them?
I hand them all kinds of literature that helps
All
them to
kinds
open
of
their
literature.
minds. Yeah.
Pictures of mutilated babies.
Sometimes, yeah.
At
sometimes.
high schools.
Yeah, sometimes.
For high school kids who don't
They go
have
to-
a choice to get away from you,
Absolutely,
right?
they 100% do. All they got to do is walk
'Cause
away.
they're in an institution.
Easy. All they
No,
got to do is walk
they're
away.
required to be at
I don't
school.
go with the
It's
institution.
not like this here.
Where
on
do
the
I
street
stand
corner.
at the high school?
On the
Do you
street
have
corner,
any idea?
someone can walk away
The
from
street
you.
corner is where I stand.
Except for when
How
you're
are you
at the
so
high
ignorant?
school.
At the high school, you have to stand on a street corner.
So
You think
you're
they let you?
hitting them as
Hold on a
they're
second.
leaving school.
You think they let you? You think they let me onto campus?
How old are you?
Do you think they let me onto campus?
I was there with you yesterday.
Yeah. Did they let me on campus?
We were right there, bro.
But
I mean, what?
Well, hold on a
What?
second. Were we on campus, Michael? Is that a yes or a no? Were we yes or
Are
not?
you want a technical?
Were we-
No, you were on the
Technically,
sidewalk.
we were
How
not on
close were you to
campus.
the front door?
We were-
How close were you to,
To the front door?
Yeah.
I mean,
front
as
door
close
of
as
the
I could
building.
be.
Yeah, 50 feet. Maybe 100 tops.
More like 70
100
meters.
tops.
Probably more like 70 meters.
Okay, well, granted, even 70 meters,
Yeah.
but that's most of a football
So
field,
guess
which
what?
it was not.
Yeah, and guess
it
what?
Was
A
not.
student, all they got to do to get away from me is say, no thanks.
16,
No, I don't think
Easy
that's-
as pie.
I don't think that's the
So
issue at all.
easy.
I was there yesterday.
How do you think it would happen if I chased down a student and then like forced a pamphlet into their hand? How do you think that would go?
Oh, I think it goes horrible. I think that's
Yeah,
what you do, and that's what I witnessed.
Did you see the cops there yesterday?
I did.
Okay.
I
So
talked.
did you witness a single person shove a pamphlet into a student's hand?
I remember that 11-year-old aggressively handing them out, because that's what you guys do. You use children too, right?
Well, there are kids.
There you okay. All
We
right.
invite them to join us in ministry.
Right.
What's the big deal about that?
Well, indoctrination.
You're down with indoctrination in the statist government schools. What's the problem?
What? Well, okay, first of all.
No,
how
but
do
careful.
you
You're
get
about
that?
to present an idea.
No.
So be careful. You don't want to debate it, remember?
Do what?
He said, fuck this guy.
Indeed. You should probably just go away. You're getting embarrassed. Since you're embarrassed, you should probably leave. Since it's embarrassing.
You are embarrassing.
Yeah, you are. No, you're embarrassing yourself.
Woo! Great
Because you
comeback,
don't know how to.
thank
You don't know anything
Thank
about
you, thank
ideas.
you.
You don't know anything about
Ideas, I don't know
fallacies.
anything- I don't know anything
You don't know
about
anything about
fallacies.
debate,
Oh
argumentation,
my
or how to
God.
reason.
How old are you?
You don't know anything
Oh
about
my
that stuff.
God.
How old
And
are
so
you?
all you want to do is try to find out my identity,
You know
so
how
that
old
you
he
can
is?
come to my business, or
Yeah.
you can try to intimidate
Yep.
my church.
Yep.
How
Like,
old are
who
you?
cares
All the
about
above.
any of that? See, that's
All the
exactly
above.
why.
Are you a
That's why I
dreamer?
won't tell you who
I
I am.
told you my
Because it's
name.
such
Why are you a
nonsense.
coward?
Because I'm not
Like,
going to
if
come
you're
to your
gonna go to war,
grotto.
go to war.
Am I going to
Like,
come to your
let's
grotto?
do it.
What's
Let's
the
do
war
this.
look like in your opinion?
God,
What are we going to do? Fight with sticks?
No,
Bricks?
I fight with science, and I fight with freedom.
Well, that's
and
what we're
I fight
doing.
with the First Amendment.
Okay, that's what we're doing right now. We're talking, aren't we?
No.
Maybe we should.
No,
maybe
we're
you
not
should let our
talking.
ideas.
You're running your fucking mouth.
Well, that's
the
what
whole
you're
bunch,
doing.
but
That's all
we're
you
not
do is run
talking.
your mouth too. I
We're
thought you
not
might like to
fucking
see how it
talking.
goes.
He is Christian, right?
So I'd like to. Maybe you'd like to see how it
Yeah,
goes.
folks.
Apparently he doesn't like it when people do the same thing that he does. He thinks it sucks, but he doesn't want to debate. Nobody wants to debate.
Look at him in his fucking shit.
All he
If
wants
you
to
live
do,
out here,
all he wants to
this
do
is-
is just
this
run
is
his mouth
your
about his own ideas. He
This is
doesn't even want to
Kansas.
find
This
out
is
whether they're
what's
true.
happening.
All
This
he
is
cares
why
about is
we're
his own
here.
bigotry,
This
because
is
he's
why
a
we're
bigoted
here, right
person.
here. Take a look.
You're a
Listen to him,
bigoted
everyone.
person.
Look
Michael
at him.
Stewart, you're a bigoted
This is the best
person.
propaganda I
You're
can
so
show you
bigoted.
all.
All you care about is just running and flapping your gums. You don't care about testing your ideas against other people's ideas. That's what honest people do. That's what honest people do. I told you that several times, my man. Well, you also lied and said that I aggressively approached some young lady or whatever, so you can just shut up.
Aggressively, and it wasn't just some young lady, it was multiple young ladies.
What are you talking about? Who?
Yeah.
When?
Oh, here.
Who and when?
Let's show the crowd.
Who and when?
Those ladies right there. Boom.
Who and when? Which one?
That's why I went ahead and put
I haven't been anywhere near them all day.
Because this guy
what are you
is
talking
so
about?
aggressive and runs up on us so fast that it started to become an issue.
Be aware of it.
So I had to
This is almost as bad as being at a high school.
Bro, I did not expect so much hostility here.
Well, it's just because this guy's a very violent, evil person.
Yes.
By the way, don't tell him your name or where you're from.
Hey kid, what's your name? Where are you from?
Don't tell him.
My name's Daniel. I'm from Ohio.
There we go, Daniel from Ohio. Hey, that kid has more fucking balls than you, brother. Holy shit, I can at least respect him a little bit. Right? Holy fuck, little dude. Good job. Good job. Way to stand up for yourself.
Way to say that. He lied. He lied. He's not really from Ohio.
Okay.
He's from just over the border. Guys, it doesn't. None of this matters about identity. The only reason that you're asking so incessantly for my name is because you can't debate, you don't care about truth, and all you care about is violence and physical violence.
I don't think you're even from fucking
Kansas. Great job. Who cares? So what?
I care. This is my fucking
Why
state,
do you care?
asshole.
Why?
Because it's my
so
state,
what?
asshole.
So what? So what?
So what? That's why I'm here.
So what?
This is my territory.
So what?
This is your
I don't see your name on it, Michael Stewart. What elected office do you hold, Michael?
Yeah, I hold president. Elected by the grotto,
yeah, that's idiotic. Okay, so not. So you
by
don't
the
have
grotto,
one. So in what way is this your state?
Election.
In what way is this your state, Michael? In what way is this your territory?
Because I fucking live here and you
so what?
don't.
So what?
This is my home.
So what?
My home.
This is Wichita. You don't live
my
here.
Home.
You don't live here.
My home. My state.
You care about lines on a map.
Anything that happens in this state
you care all about
is
lines
on
a map.
ours. And this is my buddy right here. And this is his fucking home.
Okay, well, good deal, man. Good deal.
Yeah.
Your opinion is noted.
Yeah.
Your opinion is noted and appreciated.
So is yours. Leave.
Okay.
Noted.
When I'm ready.
We get it. You don't like abortion.
Yeah, I'll leave when I'm ready, man.
Get the fuck out.
I'll leave by what authority do you command me to leave?
By Satan, bitch.
Satan's a loser.
Oh,
Give me real authority.
Yeah. He's a loser.
He is a loser.
He didn't get down to a fucking tree.
He does whatever God lets him. He does whatever God lets him, my man. Are you not aware of that?
Loser.
How do you know anything about Satan anyway? Now, careful. This is going to be another debate.
No,
How do you know anything about Satan?
Oh, look at this.
How do you know anything about him?
Look at it.
How do you know?
This motherfucker doesn't even live in Kansas. Once
how
again,
do you know?
Folks,
I didn't say that.
Once again, folks, take a look at the invasion.
Hey, how do you know anything about Satan, Michael Stewart? You are in the satanic grotto. How do you know anything about Satan? He's a liar, right?
You tell me. Tell me, brother. You seem like you have an opinion on it.
Okay, sure.
You tell me about Satan,
happy to,
brother.
sure. Yeah, the Word of God says that Satan is the father of lies. And he lies to you. And he lies to everybody. So, how do you know when he's telling you the truth?
I don't listen to Satan. I listen to me.
You're a
First
Satanist.
Yeah. Do you know anything about Satanism?
Well, yeah.
He just actually mentioned something about you sacrificing babies. I feel like you
yes. Oh my God!
You said
we
it
just
yesterday.
sacrificed like 12 of them, like right before
you said it
we got
yesterday.
here.
So yeah.
All of them.
Oh my God! If you only knew. If it was my story, I would fucking go into so many babies.
Because these guys otherwise would give these ladies a hard time. So I'm drawing all their fire.
You have no idea about what you just
I thought they were.
No, look how aggressive and mean they are to the abolitionist ladies.
Oh,
They're disrupting their outreach, so I'm drawing these guys fire and trying to keep them occupied so they won't intimidate the ladies.
Isn't that really funny what I said?
Yeah, that's what Satanists do.
No wonder he comes up here. He outlaws it in this state, chases women out of the state up here to Kansas where they can get them. So he follows them up.
You know where you're from and what you're all about. He's so smart. I can't tell you who Satan is, but you know.
Oh no! I sure hope they don't come to my church.
Right?
Oh no! I would love it if these guys would come to a church, because then the church would be like, "What do we do?" And I could be like,
Stomping on your neck.
"I don't know. Maybe we should go share the gospel with lost people outside the walls."
Yeah, let's.
Which is why I'm like, "Oh no! Please don't show up at my church." Please, it'd be terrifying.
Because we started ignoring these people and thinking they weren't a threat. No one's going to do it for you. No one's going to be I don't care if you're Satanist, I don't care what you are. If this shit pisses you off, let me show you the ropes. I'm telling you it's addictive. We'll come out here and we'll keep doing this. My long-term goal is to bring these bastards down.
Why?
We're going to crumble this
Why?
whole thing.
Why?
There he is. Take
Why
a
do you
look
want to
at
bring
this.
it down?
If you forgot, after my little rant,
Why do you want to bring us
this
down?
guy,
Why?
This is the poster
Why?
boy that we're
Why?
fighting against.
Why do you want to bring us down? Yes, I'm the poster boy. I ask relevant, rational questions, which the Satanists ignore because they just want to be violent, intimidating fools because they don't care about logic or fallacies or reason or anything. They don't care about truth. They don't care about right. All they care about is their cause because they're bigots.
How much
These guys are
literature
bigots.
have you read?
Bigots, not very much. Tell me about it. Tell me about Satan.
No, see, that's the thing about being a Satanist. I'll tell you where to look, but I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Okay, fine.
You can figure it out
You
yourself.
can't tell me a single detail?
Start with the Satanic Bible, Anton LaVey.
Why would I?
I tell you what, if you read that book, honestly, I will debate you online.
No, you won't.
I 100%.
You are a liar.
Look,
you are a liar.
He will.
You will not debate me. That is such a lie.
this is my lucky coin I hold in my coat. I will give it to you as fucking collateral.
Yeah?
I will give it to you as fucking collateral.
Okay.
You read the book, and you can sufficiently tell me, and I believe you read the book, then we'll have a debate.
How long is it, approximately?
It's short.
Like 100 pages, 150 pages?
Yeah.
Because I've got to curate my time. I can't just go around reading nonsense. I read the Quran because I had a reason to read it. I don't just read satanic stupidity. What guarantee do I have that Satan didn't lie everything to Anton?
Book objectively, right? Though with a thought for just learning what someone else.
So I read the Quran,
right? Yeah. Okay. So that's all I'm asking.
And Origin of the Species.
Okay.
And
there
Darwin.
we go.
Yep.
All
And,
right. So let's read a little Anton LaVey, and then let's come back to this. You do that, and I will 100%. Whatever you want to do it on a podcast or something. The Grotto has a podcast. I'm sure you all have a podcast going. You all raised $10 grand for that fucking recording studio. At least Jerry. So let's do that. That would be what I make to you. That's my offer to you.
I'll tell you what.
Of this.
Since it's on, you're recording, right? I'm recording, so we're all
we're
good.
both recording.
Yeah. So you don't need to give me your physical token. It's fine. But I'll tell you what. I'll read half of it if you promise to read the book of Romans, which is very short.
I know the book of Romans. I'll read it again.
Okay. And
I'm
then, since I will have only read half of your Satanic Bible, then what we can do is have a half debate.
Okay. Can I pick the parts you read? The
sure.
Satanic Diatribe. Yes. And what, the Book of Fire? What is it, the Infernal Book? Is that the two? Those are probably the two good ones.
How much profanity will I encounter?
Not much.
Not really.
It's written very
blasphemy.
Blasphemy,
anger.
Yes, but vulgarity, not as
No.
much.
How much?
You ever read Ayn Rand?
No.
It's along that line.
It's so long, you know, because it's kind of, I'm just like, I don't know.
But
I'll even read
sort
the
of
Book of Romans.
similar philosophies. Book of Romans. Oh my God! You know, I had to memorize the Book of Romans when I was in high school.
How'd that go?
Shit.
How does it begin?
I hated it. Oh well, that was over 20 years ago, brother. I wouldn't even try to start on that. I just said I had to at one point. I didn't retain it, except for that I do what I ought not to do because then I do. And what as a child, I thought like a child, but then I grew into a man and I thought like a man.
That's not Romans, but fair enough.
Okay. They made me learn.
The first one was.
They made me learn. Okay, the first one was. All right. See, I still have a little
and
of it up
and it's
there.
not even one of the most famous passages in there, so tip my hat to you.
Okay. At least you know now that I'm not full of shit on the book I read, right? A few years ago, I encountered an atheist online. I'm not saying you're an atheist, I'm saying he was. And I proposed a debate, or an interchange of book reading. He said, you should read Dawkins' Selfish Gene. You heard of it? Yes, I have.
And I told him to read the New Testament, which is shorter.
The whole New Testament?
It's short.
It's a thicker book, though.
It's shorter than Selfish Gene, though.
Okay, fair.
Significantly. Not like 50% shorter, but yeah, it's probably 60% the length, something like that.
See, I was always more down with the Book of Acts. That was a book that had some flair to it.
It's got
Revelations
some action.
Revelations was obviously
Revelations
captivating.
trippy.
Right? See, you don't know this about me. Let's flip back around because my arm hurts doing that. You don't know this about me, but I was actually training to be a pastor at one point in my life. I was scheduled to go to Rhema Bible College in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma.
Oh my goodness, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm aware. Yeah, I'm familiar with it.
Pentecostal, right?
Yeah,
so that's why you're saying that.
Yeah,
I'm
word
sure.
of faith. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, see, there we go, and that's an interesting.
I'm actually
thing
really
too, right?
sad to hear that, but I mean, it's like every time I meet somebody who has any interaction with that place, I'm just like, man, That's rough. It's rough.
Yeah, I would debate that most sects of Christianity are rough.
I would actually agree
in their
with you.
own way.
I would agree with you.
Right? Like the Pentecostals were fucking crazy and they slay each other in the spirit and bark in the spirit.
I've done that more times than I can count. I've been slain in the spirit more times than I can count. I leave that all, left it behind. I left it behind.
Okay.
Because it was nonsense. It was a bunch of nonsense.
I'm going to guess you're Baptist, though. Maybe
it's a good guess. It's a good guess. Something like Baptist.
Something like
Something
that.
like it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I'll let you in on all the secrets since you're so interested in my identity. I'm not part of an official church.
Oh.
I'm not a member of an official church because I don't believe in the structure in that way.
I
think it's counterproductive.
Anarchist?
Sometimes people, it literally does lead me. Sometimes people reject fellowship with me for that reason. Because I'm not in the club. I didn't sign on the dotted line. I'm not in the club.
Can I ask a blatant question that may come off rude? Do you think that they don't associate with you that, or is it because you have kind of an aggressive, overbearing personality?
Look, I can't rule that out.
Okay. And hell, it's with me too. I'm not saying I'm not the same fucking way. I'm just curious.
I have to say that, I mean, your impression of me is not, I'm not saying it's all the way wrong, but I am saying that I put on an exaggerated persona for a purpose when I come talk to you.
Yeah.
Well, so it's,
what,
I'm not the same, not like this all the time in real life.
Yeah, exactly, right? When we get out here in the field, there's a certain perception that we have to put out because we're trying. Let's be honest here. The audience isn't you or me or anybody watching on video. The audience is all these people watching, understanding that there's conflict going on in their community right now, right? And we're each vying for that favor to push it in one way or the other. So we have to come out and act like that. So I'm glad we can at least agree on that, and that our personas and initial perceivings of each other can maybe be skewed by this, right? Because we are on opposite sides of this fucking battle, right?
I guess.
Yeah.
Sure.
Holy shit. Look, we're agreeing already. This is amazing.
Whoa!
I have to...
It's progress, man.
I know. Look, progress. So do you fucking take a moment? I still don't know your name, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's all good.
That's okay.
Can I tell you I'll tell you a related story.
Can I make up a name for
you? Might. Please do.
You thirsty?
I'd love it.
Yes, I'm fucking dying. Yes.
As long as it's not profane. It can be insulting, though. It doesn't bother me. Joey?
Joe.
Yeah, sure. Joe sounds good. You're not close to the real one, but it's all good.
It's all right. That's all right. It just makes me easier to go Joe.
There's something that you might appreciate this story a little bit. In the place where I'm from, there are also high schools. It may surprise you to learn. And I have done similar ministry there, or activities there. The atheist community of that community came out to oppose me, in a similar way. Although they weren't quite as loud. They were a little bit just more like sign holding.
Satanists tend to make a mess when we show up.
They're a little bit more like, I don't know, autistic might be the word, just kind of a little bit more gun shy. But they were still there, so you got to give them credit for going out and trying to do the thing.
It takes a lot of balls to step up and do something like this.
So I later exchanged some emails with the leader of that community, and then we, through Providence, we encountered each other at a library, and initially argued. And then we noticed that our sons were kind of playing together.
Okay.
And then I was like, I forget who said it first, but we should get together sometime and hang out and discuss more.
Okay.
Because he's a very fair-minded person, although is an atheist.
Would it surprise you for me to say that I have Christian friends?
A little bit.
A little bit. That's I do, and honestly, and usually when I say that, the first response I get from abolitionists or anyone I'm protesting is, well, obviously they can't be real Christians if they're friends with them.
That did occur to me, yeah.
It did?
Yeah.
And see, and I would counter that. Christ was friends with sinners, right? Christ would hang out with the whores and the tax collectors, right?
He would. Jesus would absolutely call you to repent of speaking such terrible things to the children out in front of Clifton's music studios, which is what I understand you've done. Is that true?
Yep, that is a true story.
Yeah, Jesus wouldn't hang out with you. He would call you to repent.
It's funny, I have a friend.
You might just bow and pee your pants in front of him.
They call him the foul-mouthed rabbi. He's actually a rab, just like a rabbi without a congregation or whatever they call it. I'm sure it's not the word they use, right? But it was funny, I was talking to him about it, and I do have feelings about it. I'm a father. I have children. If someone did that to my children, I would be upset. I can admit that. And talking to this rabbi, this Jew, who follows the same religion that Jesus followed, right? Talked to me, he said, you know what Jesus would have done as a rabbi? He would have come out, and he would have sat beside you, and he wouldn't have judged you, he wouldn't have said anything. He would have just said, are you okay? what do you need? Jesus would have reached to my spirit and to my needs of my soul instead of judging me on the spot, and that would have drawn me into his arms.
I think at heart, however, you're a lot more like all the Baptists that I try and talk to. You don't like Jesus at all. Not the real one. The one who confronts sin, the one who does not leave us alone or ask if we're okay, the one who says you're not okay.
The wrathful Jesus.
The real one. The one with all the multifaceted character, all of it. Not just one part.
Well, and I thought Jesus was punk rock when he went in and he kicked over the Pharisees' tables and whipped them out of the temple.
That's one of my favorite stories.
Right? That's revolutionary activity.
I love it.
Right? That's an amazing story. I enjoyed that wrath, right? That is righteous retribution that he was taking out.
I would call it counter-revolutionary because he actually owns that house. They're the ones who screwed it up. He's retaking what's his. He's the king.
Okay, all right. That's
not like
interesting. I like that. Okay.
So not like some revolutionaries like overthrowing the Tsar or whatever.
You don't believe that? Forgive us, folks. There's a lot of motorcycles out here. You don't think that in this instance of what I did, right, where I had this horrible moment, that Christ wouldn't have come to me and tried to soothe me? He would have come and judged me instantly.
Well, in that particular moment, it's hard to say.
And so I think it's hard to say what a God would do for anyone, since we are so not on the level of God. We're so removed and distant from that. It's hard to say what God would have done, and I think that's why your Bible calls us not to judge each other. Like, don't whatever you are measured by, you'll be measured by in heaven, right? Something to that effect.
Something to that effect, yeah.
Yes. Wouldn't that seem a little bit more on par with what we should be doing and how we should be approaching people?
We should absolutely, we can agree in some ways, because that passage has to do with judging with consistency, honestly, making sure that we're not guilty of hypocrisy. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I'm going to avoid hypocrisy. Some judgments need to be made, but probably, guaranteed, it's not as many as I want to make. Well, my sinful heart wants to make.
I was about to say, shouldn't we leave all the judgments to God and not make them ourselves? I guess is my ultimate point on that.
I would just say that God will judge everything and has judged. Mm-hmm. The thing is that he has communicated many judgments, and he delegates some of them to us according to certain parameters.
Okay.
So some judgments we must make.
Hey, well, look, I appreciate you talking to me. I've been on this live for a minute. I'm going to sign off with these folks.
A lot of data.
There's a lot going on, right? The battery's going to end up going out. But I like that we started off aggressive and arguing, and that we ended this on a calm note, and we could even make concessions about our own selves and thoughts that we have on our beliefs to each other. I appreciate that with you.
I'll give you a hint. I shared your video earlier today on Facebook.
Okay.
So look in your shares.
Okay.
Find me.
All right.
First name's Alan.
All right, partner. Hey, holy shit, man! Shake your hand after that.
Yeah, if you promise not to hurt me.
Yeah,
on
no,
video.
I won't hurt you. This is honest. Open hand, nothing there. Appreciate you, Alan. All right, I'm gonna go close this out.
Okay. I'll shake your hand too. You promise not to hurt me too?
Yeah, absolutely.
I like it.
I'm sorry. Sorry about shoving my way through, man.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah. As long as you didn't mean to, it's not a problem.
No, it was like instinct. I just saw conflict trying to happen. I was trying to break it up. My apologies.
And I saw what I thought. So the woman in black with the pink writing on the t-shirt. I thought she was an abolitionist.
Oh yeah.
I did not know that she was kind of with y'all.
Yeah.
And so when I saw him on her,
we're on the same
I
page.
thought there was no space there, and I was alarmed, you know.
Yeah.
But then later I saw what the writing said.
Yeah.
That's when that was a misunderstanding on my part as well.
Same.
Yeah, so I'm thankful that it worked out. Hey, that's two.
It's nice to meet you.
That's two. Nice to meet you, man.
Take care of
Yeah, you too.